space is usually modulated as kind of Cartesian grids, as orthogonal kind of setups, and that sort of determines a certain rationality. But we believe that space should be about other things as well, about the movement, about the body, in a more organic sense. There is the kind of organic modernist tradition that we relate to very much with Hans Scharoun and Alvar Aalto, people like those, Jon Utzon, that has tried also to kind of bring experience and context kind of into the vocabulary of modernism. I think then postmodernism has introduced these kind of aims, but has done it through the means of collage, of just kind of pasting different things together, which then reinforced really the kind of the seams between them, the boundaries between the different elements were actually emphasized. We're more interested in developing overlaps, kind of new relationships and a certain complexity, kind of richness, a rich mix of very different things.
I think many people are liking it that you can here in this gallery, that you can feel the architecture. No?
This is a great opportunity really for exploration that we cannot do in this extent or at such a speed in the kind of build projects that we're doing, the architecture project.
It's always nice to see the actual real space after you were working on it just in a virtual space. When I saw it, I think it's bigger. That's the great thing. There's a lot of space, let's say. It's a simple space, and that's what I really liked, and I think we all really liked about it. I like to be in an open room. I like to have a street next to me, so to see cars passing by, to have people walking, and then I have also the other thing, this courtyard with a lot of trees and everything, and you have both things in one moment, and that's great.
We are generally thinking about the concept of formation, whereas it's about creating spaces that are formed by certain forces, by certain constraints and potentials and demands, and it's about sort of grasping the kind of ample spaciousness that this gallery has, the height and the depth, and transforming that into a kinetic experience, so to say. We wanted to just create a certain amount of points where both geometries or both material systems connect, and those points are kind of prominent points that also describe the existing gallery, its program, its spatial modulation. We wanted to connect what is new to what exists in that way. So it's really just bringing out the quality of the existing space with an additional piece that is not totally alien to it, but that sort of unfolds again in a new kind of logic, a new geometry that is not anymore about functional kind of terms, but it opens up new horizons in that sense.
say pull it to that one and then hold it up here.
We can.
Come off? Okay.
Good?
No, it's fine.
We're developing gradually towards working with the concept of parametric design, which means we're trying to get towards not designing finite setups of spatial conditions, but working more with the kind of sets of relationships. So if one relationship changes, then everything else will follow. This installation is, in that respect, is a very clear example of that. You have 6 or 7 points that connect the wires with the hard structure around it, and those points, they could shift, and then the modulation of the panels, there would be as many panels, but it would just change, and it would change quite radically.
Yeah, everybody can understand that if we are moving this point, well, at least 10 triangles over there, 10 triangles over there are changing their shape.
So in that sense, the installation is very site-specific, but at the same time very adaptive.
And the original material was, okay, we were thinking about a mesh, to have a mesh, maybe aluminium mesh, as a surface. Because it would add another layer, let's say, to this installation. We would have much more feeling of the depth, no? We would have a certain transparency, and it was thought in this way. But then, at the end, we had to go for a different material because of, well, at the end, because of the costs. When I was carrying the sheets inside, no, just the rectangle sheets, no, when they arrived first, I was carrying